Canada. This is your news anchor Logan Watkins, and alongside me here is Andrew McLennan. And today we are going to be talking to you about Chlamydia trachomatis.
Chlamydia is the most commonly sexually transmitted disease, mostly transmitted through teenagers and young adults. Chlamydia is obtained through sexual intercourse and oral sex. To prevent getting this bacterial infection, avoid having unprotected sex with someone who's already infected.
It is a bacterial infection that attacks the genital regions of men and women. 80% of women and 50% of men have no signs or symptoms while having the disease. If the disease happens to appear in the genital region, the symptoms include cervical pain, bleeding between menstrual cycles, abnormal vaginal or anal discharge, and fever in women. In men, symptoms include unilateral abdominal pain, enlarged scrotum, abnormal anal or urethral discharge, and fever in males. In infants, conjunctivitis and eye secretions.
Luckily, there are some antibiotics that can cure chlamydia. Most of the antibiotics are not sold over the counter, so you must have a doctor's note in order to get one of these antibiotics.
These antibiotics include erythromycin, doxycycline, azithromycin, amoxicillin, and levofloxacin.
There are no known benefits to having chlamydia.
Thank you, Andrew, for stating the obvious.
Well, did you know chlamydia is highly contagious, and if you have unprotected sex with someone who has the disease, you are highly likely to contract the disease.
Alright, just let me talk now.
Will do.
Chlamydia survives by finding a host cell to invade and grow in. After the cell is completely taken over, the bacteria attacks surrounding cells and repeats the process over again, until it is killed by an antibiotic. When the bacteria enters the host cell, it uses the supplies from the host cell to make copies of itself inside the cell. It is then spread through physical sexual acts, and then the process starts over again in the new host.
And chlamydia is also...
And Andrew, that's enough. You're done here.
Done with this.
Anyways, for the more scientific facts, chlamydia lacks the ability to synthesize high-energy compounds. It is a dimorphic bacterium with a two-phase life cycle, elementary body and a reticulate body. The elementary body is a dangerously contagious form that attaches and enters a host cell. The reticulate body is the larger intracellular form, which promotes metabolic activity and reproduction through binary fission. Now out to the meet on the street, Jojo Chinto, who is interviewing citizens about their opinions on chlamydia. Jojo, are you there? Yes, I'm here, Logan. Thank you. Excuse me. Can you come here for a second? Can I get your name, please?
Trixie, thanks, but you can just call me Trixie.
Do you mind if we interview you?
Sure, no probs. What about?
Chlamydia. Do you know anything about that?
Oh yeah, I've had that 3 times. It's no biggie. A few pills and it's gone.
Okay. Well, then, do you know the history of chlamydia?
Nah, I ain't about that educational life.
Well, let me educate you. Stanislaus von Prausic was the first person to discover chlamydia. In 1907, many thought gonorrhea was actually responsible for the symptoms. In 1963, it was finally recognized as a bacteria rather than a virus because it has many symptoms that are related to other infections.
Okay, who cares?
Well, you should be more educated about this stuff considering that you've had it 3 times.
Okay, fine. Tell me more.
Well, chlamydia also has an unusually high amount of protein, similar to plant cells, so it is believed that chlamydia obtained genes from a plant-like host organism.
Organism? Is that kind of like an orgasm?
Oh my god, child. Oh, you need to go back to school. Anyways, that's a wrap. This has been Jojo Chinto. Thanks for watching LNA News. Good interview, wasn't it, Trixie?
Oh yeah.
How nasty would that be? Just knowing that you have chlamydia?
Okay. Good morning, Canada. This is your news anchor, Logan Watkins, and alongside me here is Andrew McLennan. And today we are talking to you... Good morning, Canada. This is your news anchor, Logan Watkins, and alongside me here is Andrew McLennan. And today we are talking to you about Chlamydia trachomatis.
Chlamydia is the most commonly sexually transmitted disease, mostly transmitted through teenagers and young adults. Chlamydia is obtained through sexual intercourse and oral sex. To prevent getting this bacterial infection, avoid having sex. What?
Dad, you idiot! We're trying to get this done. Hurry! That was a good interview, wasn't it, Trixie?
Oh, yeah.